Hello guys, welcome to another tutorial on Python. If you ever try to resize the images using code or try to create an application for image processing, this is the video for you. In this tutorial, we'll walk through the process of resizing an image using OpenCV and NumPy Python libraries. Here as you can see, we have one image which I have placed in supporting files which I want to resize it. Before resizing it, let's check the properties of this one. As you can see here, the dimension of this one is 1024 into 768 pixels. To resize this one, first let's open the Python code editor. You can use your favorite code editor. I am using PyCharm here. The first thing which we need to do here is we need to install the necessary libraries or packages into our application. As I said, we are going to use OpenCV and NumPy. So first let me install the OpenCV library. To install this one, you can use pip install OpenCV-Python. Then press enter. As I have already installed OpenCV in my application, it is mentioning as requirement already satisfied. If you are installing this one first time in your system, you will get a message as it is successfully installed. Similarly, you can install NumPy library as well. As I have installed it already, I don't need to install that one again. To install the NumPy in your application, you can use pip install NumPy. Just write that one in your command or terminal window and then press enter. As I have this NumPy already in my application, I'm not going to install that one. Once that is done, close the terminal window. Now let's write a Python code or script to resize an image. For that one, first we need to import the necessary packages into our application. First import which we want to do is OpenCV library. For that one you can write it import cv2. This import statement which we are going to use it for our OpenCV functionalities. Similarly, we can import the NumPy library. For that one, you can use the import statement as import space NumPy and we'll give a alias name as np. Next, we'll load the image which we want to resize. For that one, let's write as image is equals to, as we are going to use OpenCV. In the OpenCV, we have a function by name IamRead. So this function will help us to read the files which we defined in the double quotation within this function. As the image which we want to resize, that is placed within the supporting files folder by name image1.jpg. I can mention the path as supporting files / image1.jpg. Next, let's set the dimension of this image to the required dimension. For this example, I will set this image dimension to 500 by 500. For that one, first let me define the width in a variable as 500. Similarly, height as 500. Then we'll have another variable or the tuple here. So which will hold the values of height and width, which we can put this one into our OpenCV libraries function later. So within this tuple, I'm going to add width and height, which we have defined as 500 pixels here. Next, the main thing which we are going to do here is resizing the image. For that one, let me add one variable which can store the resized image. And as I said, we have some properties in OpenCV. So first let me invoke that one as cv2, and within this one we have a function by name resize. Within this resize function, the first property which we need to define as image. So this will accept the image which we have defined here. Then we need to add the dimensions for which we are going to resize this image. So that will be our second parameter in this resize function. And the third parameter which is optional is interpolation. So here we have set interpolation to cv2.interlinear. So this will help us for better quality of the image which is processed by this resize function. So whatever the image which will crop according to this width and height, that will be of better quality by using this property which we had mentioned here. So once this is done, the final step is we need to store this resize image in our folder. For that one, we can use the function I am right of this CV2. So the first parameter which we need to mention in this one is the path where we want to store the image. The first parameter within this one which we need to mention is the path along with the file name. So I am going to store the image within this folder by the name resized image. And the second parameter is the file which we have resized here. So we need to mention that one as a second parameter. That's it. Now we are done with resizing the image. So to check this one, let's run this Python script which we have written just now. We can use the run option at the top by clicking on that one. You can see now this Python script ran successfully. We got the message process finished with the exit code. So let's go to this folder where we have stored the resized file. You can see we got the image which is resized now. So let's see the properties of this one. If you check the properties of this one, now you can see the dimension which we have mentioned that is added here. So this is one of the basic image processing which we can do using Python. As of now, the NumPy which we have imported here, that is not being used much, but when you are going to process this one for the next steps, that will be very helpful. So that's it guys for this short video. Thanks for watching this. If you like this, please click on like button, share it with others and subscribe to my channel.